It's me! Didn't notice you were there, cliche. My name is Brett Boyd, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today, I'm going to show you a simple and easy painting technique that you can make by yourself and change up 1,001 different ways to make it completely yours. But first, let's change into something I don't mind getting a little paint on. Ah! Ooh, okay, that's a little better. I have this old work apron, but you can use anything you don't mind getting paint on. First, let me take you through the anatomy of my painting so you can change up all the variables yourself. When I made this painting, I had the idea of my life in my mind. First, I chose a blacked out canvas because I think it best represents the inescapable void. I first wanted a color to represent my being or consciousness. Most things that people would consider personality would fall into this color. I chose yellow because it's been my favorite color ever since I was born, and honestly it just connects with me the most. The color takes up the most space on my painting because I feel like it's the biggest part of myself. Next, I chose the color blue. Blue represents the ego, or the image of yourself that you create in your mind. Lastly, I have Rojo. Can you say Rojo? Good job! All kidding aside, I chose red to represent the past, or my struggle, as they seem to be one and the same. Red takes up the least amount of space because I refuse to let my past control me, yet the lessons are invaluable, and that I must not forget. That's why red takes up the least amount of space on my canvas. Now that I told you why I chose each color, it's time for you to decide what you want your theme to be. You don't have to do my life. For example, you could do my dogs, my family, and you can change the colors accordingly. You can make this about anything you want, so go crazy. So now that you have an idea of some colors that you want to use, without a further ado, let me show you how to make splatter art. Here, I have set up some colors. I'm going to make a new splatter painting about my dogs. I think I'm just going to let them each come in and decide a color. All these paints on the ground. I want you to choose one. What, Irvington? Choose a color. Look at these. Look at these colors. Look at them all. Look at them all. Which one do you like the most? Oh, the yellow. You picked the yellow. You guys see that? He definitely chose pale daffodil. That's going to be our first color. Irvington, come on. Everybody, a warm round of applause for Stanley. He's my boy. All right, what color do you want, Stanley? Ooh, is that green or blue? Choose. Do you like green or you like blue? Green or blue? Choose. Which one do you like, buddy? Which one do you like? Yeah, you want the green? Can I get a final choice? Green or blue? Is that green? Come on. See, look at this. Come look at this. Come here. Look. Which one do you like? Which one do you like more? Choose. Choose one, buddy. Alright, he chose green. I don't know if you guys saw that from the way I have the camera angled, but he did in fact choose green. And let's get Ruger inside. Come on, buddy. Ruger. Come on, buddy. Need you to choose a color. Now, come on. Choose a color. I got some colors for you. Pick one. Pick a color. Any of these. Ruger. You like this color? This color? This color? This color? This color? Huh? Huh? Choose a color, buddy. So which one of your colors do you like the most? Paw. Paw. Have paw. Good boy. Alright. Now I want you to give me paw whenever I put my hand over. Okay, ready? River. I need you to pick a color, boy. No interest. No interest. Alright, I think he's gonna choose red. Alright, now that I have 3 colors picked out, I have vermilion, yellow daffodil, and grassland green. Let's get this painting started. Thanks for joining me outside. I have the canvas here I just opened up, and just to show you how different you can make this each time, I'm not going to black it out. It's just a plain white canvas, something you'd probably find at Michael's or Walmart. And paints are nothing too special. I found a big set of King Art paints for like $23 for like 60 of them at Ross. Or you can buy these little apple barrels from Walmart. I don't discriminate. You can use any kind of paints you want. Remington chose yellow, so we're going to go with yellow first. Got it already open. Hey boys. Got some yellow. Just going to dip it in. It's really that simple. Get a nice amount of paint all over your brush and kind of whack it in a motion that you just feel hits you. I like to listen to music while I do this. Gets a little bit of the artistic form flowing. I would recommend putting some towels down or a tarp or whatever you can do. If you work outside like I do, it's definitely going to be better for you than working inside, but as long as you can control where you're making the paint go, it takes a little bit of practice, but once you get used to it, it's not hard at all. Here's a drop technique. You kind of let the paint just fall. Or you can do kind of a wand swish, kind of like the Harry Potter guys do. Do like a Guardian Leviosa. I'm not sure how they do it. My dad can help me on this. Just keep going until you feel like you're satisfied. I'm nowhere near satisfied because Remington is a very, very hyper dog. There's a lot going on. Let's just say that. Now, before putting more colors on, you can wait for it to dry. I'm not going to today just because I don't need the film. I'm actually really liking the way this turns out. Like I said earlier, yellow is my favorite color. All right, let's try like a free form technique. I'm kind of going to do like a little circle. Alright, didn't really do anything, so I wouldn't recommend doing that one. Just gonna kind of smack the canvas a couple times. Get a couple dabs of paint on there. Alright, you guys notice I'm getting paint all over the deck. I just want you guys to be aware of that when you do this for yourself. First time I did this in my room. But with acrylic paints, it's thankfully very easy to wash it off. Get like a magic erase marker. Or with the little sponge things. Comes out really easy. Or you can just even use like a water rag. A little damp. Alright. I think I'm gonna use, that's good for yellow for now. I'm gonna go wash my brush off and get to my next colors. And I also want to go to show you that you can use any kind of brush you like. I kind of bought this in like a big 12 pack at Michael's. They're not the highest quality. I often find that these little tips that connect the brush to the pin or stick or the handle, this often falls off. So if you're looking to paint a lot, I wouldn't recommend these, but if you're just a starter like I am, I would just totally recommend these little tip packs. Alright, let's see. I'll use the fan brush for Ruger. Alright, I don't really know how this is going to turn out because I've never done it before, but... Ooh, that was weird. I kind of really like that. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, this looks beautiful. Kind of looks like I'm painting McDonald's or something. Back in its heyday. Definitely experiment with the types of brushes you use. I had someone at the art store tell me that they use a hardware brush where you would paint your house and they just kind of flick the bristles off like that. I can kind of make a video in the future using that if you guys would like. Let me just smack the board a couple times. Let me do a little more red. I like that. I like that a lot. I might go back over with the yellow and do some fan brushes. Alright. I'm going to leave red like that. I'm going to move on to the green. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm sure it has something to do with the amount of surface area the brush has and how much paint it can pick up at one time. But I actually really like the technique. The way this is given out. See, I just washed the brush, so it's a little clumpy. So I wonder how it's going to turn out this time. Definitely not as much as the red was doing, but I'm getting a lot of little splatter dots. Some little water dots. Probably should dried it off a little better, but it's whatever. Ooh, there we go. Now that the brush dried up a little bit, getting better clumps of green in there. Ooh. Are you guys kidding me? Does anyone think they can't do this? Only reason I could see that you couldn't do this is you don't want to make a mess everywhere, and you maybe live in an apartment or something. But even then, you can get a tarp, you can get paper towels. Acrylic paint comes up super easy. Create something beautiful. I really hope I haven't gotten anything all over the dogs. I haven't really been paying attention to where I'm splatting all this paint right now. But Stanley is my favorite boy, so he's getting a lot of green up in there. If you guys choose to make a painting yourself, I would totally recommend you take a picture of it at the end and send it to my Discord. I'll have a link in the bio. I'd love to see what you guys are creating out there. Alright, I'm going to go over one last time with the yellow, just because I don't feel like I got enough on there. Alright. Got the brush washed. I'm going to get some more yellow in there. Remington is full of personality. And no painting with Remington spirit in it would be complete without a lot of him on there. Now as you can see, I I would recommend you move around. I did a lot of painting over in this area, standing on that side, and as you can tell, a lot of the paint has kind of congregated around this area. Nothing wrong with that, of course, but just keep mixing it up. Oh yeah, that's a good one. I'm gonna get a lot of paint on this one. Oh yeah. Just kind of scoop it up. Kind of like no yellow over there. All right. Now that we have the splatter part done, we can go ahead and add on to this anything you'd like. Let's say Remington chose yellow, so maybe I'll draw a little R with yellow. Stanley chose green, so maybe I'll put a little S in. Ruger chose red. I know it's gonna be another R, but the little bigger clumps of paint like I just put on there right now will take a little longer to dry, so I'm gonna leave this out here and I'm gonna come back when it's done. Alright, you guys. Hey guys, I let the painting dry and it turned out pretty damn well. Yeah. Just taking a look at all the intricate designs that you couldn't do with a brush by itself. I'm really liking this, guys. I hope you guys do too. Hope you guys stay tuned for more content. Remember to like and subscribe for the channel. Thank you very much.